Yep. Yeah, I see the smile on my face. The Kings are 5-3. Awesome, awesome feeling, guys. They haven't been two games above 500 since 2014. Tonight, they sweep the Florida trip 107-99 in Orlando. What a game. Magnificent victory. Just so many positives on so many levels. But I don't want to get carried away. It's my job to keep you guys level, balanced. And when people ask me how many wins will this team win, everyone's excited. The Kings fans haven't had anything to celebrate the past 15 years, right? So when they ask me those type of questions, people are DMing me, or they're tweeting at me, or stuff like that, and it's just hard to say. Way too early. Way too early. If you look at the Rockets, which should be a great indication, they're not playing very well. They got blown out again tonight against the Blazers. The Thunder won tonight, but they've struggled. The Lakers actually have a good team, but have lost every close game, and that comes with lack of experience playing together and cohesiveness as a unit. But you got to give the Kings credit, and the Kings have played very well as a team. They enjoy playing with each other, which is very important. The locker room is as good as it's ever been. The environment is great. The pickups during the offseason were great. And we'll get into a lot more tweets and stuff like that we're seeing all over Twitter. I also want to invite you guys to call on the show right now. The number is right there. Call in right now. I want to make this about you guys. I want to hear your excitement and stuff like that. Let me turn on the phone. And yeah, so I'll wait for you guys to call in. Call in right now. Yeah, I just want to talk to you guys. Belita, 21 points, +5, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, only 2 turnovers, 1 assist. Hell of a basketball player, man. Again, it goes back to what I kept telling you guys. These Europeans, man, I'd rather take skill, basketball awareness, IQ over athleticism any day of the week. Period. Shooting, just playmaking ability. That matters, especially with today's NBA rules and how you really can't, put a hand on someone. As a defender, you're very limited. Because of the rules. It's not the 80s. It's not the early 90s anymore. It's the 70s when people used to drop you as you're going up for a layup. Nowadays, you're getting suspended for 10 games. And again, last year's best player, Bogdan Bogdanovic, has yet to play a game. He's going to fit in perfectly into the system, this running gun team. It's going to take him some time to adjust, obviously, like anyone else. Coming off an injury. But again, so many positives. Grant Neighbor says team will win 35 to 40 games. He really said that? Kings are better than the Bulls and Mavs. Shocker. Hate to say I told you so. The Kings are better than the Bulls. But you also have to take into account that Chris Dunn hasn't played and they've had injuries all year long. I forget who else is not playing for that team right now. But yeah, it's not I told you so. I can say, man, the Kings should have drafted Luka Doncic. I told you so. The team would be so much better with Luka Doncic on this team. I hate to tell you so, right? I can easily say that, averaging 20 points a game. They've lost. He put up 31 points against Greg Popovich's Spurs. I mean, do you want me to say that as well? I can, but again, if you want to play that game, we can all day long. So many people are already talking about that, how much better they could have been, and how great Luka Doncic already is. But again, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the positives of the Kings. And again, calling the show right now. Would love to hear you guys and see what you got. I want 25%. So yeah, we should be good. Can't wait. Serbian Assassins is going to sit down the drive. Laurie. Right. So they're missing Laurie Marketing, their best player. They're missing Chris Dunn, their heart and soul. So let's cool the Jets, buddy. Let's cool the Jets. 30 points in OT, fall back. Bro, he had 27 in regular time. I mean, this dude is, you have to admit, bro. I mean, you got to stop it, bro. Honestly, you need to stop with this nonsense. Luka Doncic is the truth. He's everything I said he was going to be. He is getting by your NBA athletes. His first step is too slow. Well, why does he get by? How does he cross everyone? I mean, he leaves dudes literally standing, and his step back jumper is wet and it's silly. Like, trust me, this team could have been, it makes me sick. Like, they could have been so much better. Their success early on doesn't justify passing on Luka Doncic. Make no mistake about that. I'm not going to give Vlade a pass because you would have only added to what you already have. So, yeah. Luka will take the ball away from Fox. That is hilarious. But yet they've started a point guard so many times with him, right? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life, man. Seriously, that's the most garbage take ever. Sup, man? Sup, Don Mitchell? How's it going, man? Not getting wins for his team, period. Bro, there's been 8 games. Just look at their schedule. Look at the teams they've played. They've played Toronto, the best team in the East. They've played the Spurs on the road. Just look at that, man. You have to look. Harrison Barnes just got back last night. If Dennis Smith hits that game-winning free throw, which I don't know if you saw, I watched every Mavericks game, do miss a free throw, and they lost the game, period. You got to hit that free throw to win the game. How do you feel about Justin Jackson's performance tonight? I love Troy Williams, bro. I was high. I've been high on this kid for 2 years now. Dude's a grinder. I remember he had like 7 3-pointers against with the Rockets in this one game. I believe it was against Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. I watched him play. I interviewed him at the Slave Train Arena during media day. He was excited to play for Stockton. Obviously, that's not going to happen. He needs to be on this team right now because they lack depth at the wing, at least good wings. But when Bogey comes back, should be a lot better. But Justin Jackson, offensively, he's been terrible. Defensively, he's been solid. I think so. And I see why Coach has played him. Obviously, Bogey not being there matters. He's going to get the bulk of the minutes as he gets more comfortable into this rotation, into this offense. So real quick, Belita today, 21 points. Cauley Stein, 14 points, 11 boards. Fox, 14 points, 5 turnovers, but 5 assists. I said the Kings will only win the game if Willie puts up 20 and 10, and that's what he did. I predicted the Kings to win yesterday. If you guys didn't watch that show, go back and watch it. And shout out to my boy with 10th year seniors, man. John Nutt, this dude, he's covered 8 total games for the Kings the past 2 years. The Kings are 8-0. I kid you not. This is no longer luck. The dude brings positive vibes from the Bahamas. Buddy Hield and him are good friends. You know, Buddy was telling him today, he was like, man, he has to fly him out at least 40 times a year, man. This dude is good. He's a good luck charm, like, period. And, you know, shout out to my boys, 10th year seniors. Go and visit them at their website. Follow them on all social media platforms. Also, guys, if you guys do want to go to the Kings Raptors game and get $20 off your purchase, make sure to use the code COWBELL. Links are in the description right now. Go on SeatGeek.com. Get $20 off. I mean, why not, right? We all win. Help support the channel as well. Make sure and use the code COWBELL to get $20 off Kings Raptors. If you're not hyped right now for this team, if you're not excited about this team, you should be, and you should go get your tickets right now. I also got a deal coming on with Ticket IQ. We'll be going into that early November. That's where our contract starts. So make sure to, if you don't want $20 off, Ticket IQ might be able to get you, you know, some tickets at a good rate. I know I've worked with them before, so they're a good company in terms of getting yourself some good tickets, some certified tickets for games. But even with SeatGeek, though, you can use it on concerts, football games, whatever it is, wherever you got to go, use the code COWBELL and you get $20 off. Details in the description. Buddy's playing out of his mind. Yeah, Buddy had 25 points today, 11 boards. That was insane. Plus 13. That was nice. So again, guys, if you guys want to call in, make sure to call in right now. Talk about Skylar. There's nothing to talk about. He's not playing. Talk about Bogey be back. Justin Jackson tries to defend and offense. He didn't try at all today. He was in college in Oklahoma. Bogey will be back on November 7th. The real test for the young Kings would be the Bucks and the Raptors at home. Right. So the Bucks are legit, man. I mean, I think they're the second best team in the East right now, behind the Raptors, even though they beat the Raptors, obviously without Kawhi, and they didn't have Giannis. But I think, and I said this yesterday on the show, Giannis is the more talented player, but you got to give the edge just slightly to Kawhi because he's a champion. He's done it before. That matters. Credibility matters. You know, Giannis has yet to have big time moments in the playoffs. I thought he was subpar against the Celtics last season, and he'll be great. You know, he's the type of guy who elevates his teammates. He's relentless. He's Russell Westbrook pretty much in a crazy body. Like, this is a dude that you make inside a lobby. You're like, dude, I want this type of reach. I want this type of athleticism. I want this type of like long strides when you're driving to the rack. I want this fire in him, a spirit that's contagious, that motivates all your guys. He's that guy. He's so young. I think he's only 24, if I'm not mistaken. He might be 23, but this dude is just legit. He's my MVP coming into the year, MVP candidate. And I think he's winning MVP if he stays healthy. So, and the Bucks finally have a credible coach in Coach Budenholzer. Coach Budenholzer is one of the best coaches in the game, period. And if he took that weak Hawks team to 60-plus wins, this Bucks team got talent. So definitely going to be fun to watch. So Celtics, Bucks, Raptors, top three teams in the East, going to be fun to watch and moderate from afar all year long. Definitely. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Kawhi play better D. Bagley showing his shot at times. Bagley will get better with time. Why all that? Highlight channels don't want to upload Kings highlights anymore. Team propose a hockey cap highlights, in my opinion. Bagley showing he can knock down three and bring the ball up. See trading for the Cavs first round pick. Does anybody want to call on the show right now? I'm inviting you guys to call on the show right now. Bagley showing he can knock down three. Do you guys want to see? Oh, also, I do want to invite you guys. I'm going to run at the marathon, the Thanksgiving marathon, on Thanksgiving here in Sacramento. If you want to be part of the Need More Cowbell hashtag, Jesus, feast mode. You get it, like you're gonna feast, but it's like beast mode, but like feast mode. Let me know. DM me on Instagram if you want to join the team. It's $55. It all goes to Feed the Hunger Foundation. So definitely looking for some more participants to join the team. We need at least 12 people. Definitely, the deadline is November 1st, so a day and a half from now, maybe less. Yeah, so we need to get this done ASAP. If you're trying to run, it's 3 miles. You can do 3 miles. You can do the 6 miles. It's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big day. Would be excited if any of you guys want to join me on my team, on my running team. Good highlights. Key player them is perfect. Both be great, but Lucas' game will translate to better chemistry for all players on his team. What would the Cavs trade their first round pick? Yeah, I don't get it. Sunday's game against Milwaukee will be the big test for us. You think we can pull it off? I think they're going to lose against Milwaukee. I will not play what it costs more than $15 million a year. Dude, Kings fans live in Philly too. What's up, Justin Puzak? Appreciate you, brother, for joining the show straight from Philly. Calling the show right now, man. Kings are making the playoffs if they keep this up with Bowie coming back. I mean, duh, they keep this up. They're on pace for 51 wins. But they're not going to. We won 51 games. I'm a Kings fan from New Zealand. Shout out to you, Leo. Appreciate you from New Zealand, brother. Call on the show, man. Numbers right there in the description. Are you happy about the Kings? I'm very happy. I love seeing Lakers losing. It's not going to happen for long. I mean, the Lakers are a good team. Thunder are a good team. The Rockets are a good team. All those teams are going to elevate their game as the season progresses. So just wait on that. Like literally, those are 3 good teams right now that are not playing very good. Even though the Thunder won today. Really great offense addition. I mean, Bielitsa is just, again, guys, if things that I've been saying, man, you need to just see it from my point of view. And my philosophy is great basketball IQ, just great skill set that will translate to success in the NBA. With today's rules in place, you need skilled basketball players. Every athlete's athletic in the NBA, right? And I understand there are other guys who are superb athletes. But if you're a superb athlete with limited skills and you depend on your athleticism, that's not a good thing because injuries happen all the time. And injuries will boggle you down and slow you down. And if you don't have a skill set to rely on, then you're pretty much a worthless basketball player. So many guys in the NBA that we've seen have been super athletes and just boom, they just disappear, right? They're either in Europe already playing. And not saying that they're not good. I'm just saying I rather have a great skill set with average athleticism. And by that I mean because they're all great athletes, but average NBA athleticism and just superb IQ. It's gonna take you a lot longer. Like, and obviously LeBron is a combination of both. Like LeBron was the amazing athlete, the greatest, one of the greatest athletes ever, with insane IQ. You don't really have that combination with anybody, really, right? Steph Curry, James Harden, not great athletes, not great athletes by NBA terms, right? Like they're not superb athletes, but they're probably top two best offensive players in the game right now, along with Kevin Durant. So, yeah, yeah. uh, Williams can Jackson minutes can have. Well, as of right now, I think Troy should be playing over him. I think Troy is just he is a pesky defender. He can hit a shot. Justin Jackson's confidence is so low. I would play him on Friday in Stockton. Hopefully he just goes off. He sees the bucket start going in because there's a huge lid. There's a huge lid right now that he just can't get over that lid. It's such a mental psyche. His shot is not it's not bad. Like his mechanics are fine. It's just a confidence thing right now. And if I'm the Kings, and he cannot see it as a demotion. He needs to see it as I got to get my together. You know what I mean? So send him to Stockton, get his confidence up because he didn't do that well in Reno last year. It was Malachi and it was Scala was just tearing stuff up. If you guys really remember that, he had a game where he had 19, but Malachi was putting up like 28. Scala putting like 31, like 16. So Justin wasn't too hot. The only time he's been hot has been during summer league. So I would send him to Stockton. Hype up the fans over there. Get an NBA player out there, and play with Wenyan, Gabriel Wenyan, yeah, the other two-way player, and just win the game for the fans. Get your confidence up, man, and the rest will take care of itself. He's a good defender. I don't care what anyone says. There's a reason why he's playing, aside from the fact that they don't have much of a choice till now, right? That they brought up Troy Williams, but he is a good defender. Like all silliness aside, he is a good defender. He's solid. He's fundamentally sound on defense, and that matters. And guys, please hit that like button. And if you don't like this, hit the dislike button. I don't care. Just hit that button right now. And so many of you guys, there's 59 of you guys on right now. Hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, man. Let's get this revolving on those YouTube algorithms, man. Because the reason why is because you guys don't hit the damn like button ever. Again, if you want to go to the game, use the code Cowbell. You will get $20 off. Appreciate you guys. Let's get this like up, man. We should have 60 likes by now. Seriously, like if you're not liking it, this is messed up. Justin Jackson, is Giles hurt or not just getting minutes? Giles, it's hard to say. If I was sending him to Stockton, I don't think I would because injuries happen with the bigs. And even though I would love to see that. I'm going to cover him there. But it's hard to say with him. But no, he's not hurt. It's just Kosta Koufos is back. And I told you guys, the best thing that could have happened to Marvin Bagley was Kosta Koufos coming back, having his back defensively, Marvin not having to worry about guarding the actual big guy, right? It's going to open him up to use his speed and athleticism against a smaller guy who guards him. So Costa was obviously rusty in that first half, and then he stepped up in the second half against the Heat. And yeah, I mean, you guys, he played what 13 minutes today, 2 or 3, had a huge block. 4 points plus 3. Again, that's solid, man. I mean, solid contributions. You can't say enough about his interior defense. Again, the best defender in terms of interior defense on the roster. I've been saying that forever. How does a 2-year deal work? What do you mean, like a 2-way contract? If only we got Kuzma instead of JJ. If only we had OG. I would have preferred OG. I think his upside is much bigger than Kuzma's. OG is just, my God. The reason why was his knee injury, but this dude was a top 10 pick. If you guys go back to all that I've been saying, he was the first guy I had going top 10 to the Kings when they had the 5 and 10. And ultimately, I ended up saying that the Kings should drop Donovan Mitchell for like weeks, but that was in my first draft, in my first mock draft, I had OG going, and it's like I understood why he slipped and why teams were skeptical of it because of his knee injuries. And he went 22, right? So Giles went 20. Again, 2 guys were so skilled, but the knee injuries kept him away from being top 10 picks. And oh my God, I mean, at that point though, and you guys already know, I was very unhappy when the Kings drafted Justin Jackson. I was trying to stay away at all costs. I know a lot of people will always get him at 10. I'm like, what? This dude's like a 25, 26 pick. Like, go back. If you watched the show after, I wasn't happy with that pick. I just wasn't. Obviously, I wanted Mitchell at 10, and when they traded that way, I was like, okay, well, they can. And I understood Giles' pick, obviously at 20, but at 15, you got to go OG. You know, at 15, you're a bad team, period, and you're trying to build for the future anyway. Why not draft a physical specimen like an OG who you know is going to be a great defender his entire career, barring injury? Like, that was never a question. And any offense he gave you was a plus. He's actually a good shooter. He's actually a good offensive player. And he's been a lot better than we've all expected to. So that was a pick right there. Funny thing is, they worked out Kuzma. And yeah, I know coach liked him. I don't know what Justin did in the workout that just shocked him, or why they made him lean Justin Jackson's way. I didn't like him in college. I thought his improvement was obvious. Like, you got to improve with Roy Williams and with all the talent around you. He wasn't the second best player. He was in the first, second. I can debate that if he was even the third best player on that championship team. Honestly, I can. And yeah, I just wasn't high on him coming out, period. If we were going to drive JJ, we should have taken a chance on MPJ. Why is Iman Shumpert steady now? Heard we were going to pick Mitchell if Nuggets didn't draft him. Yeah, so I was told, I'm not going to say who, but someone in the front office told me that they would have drafted Mitchell at 15, but that doesn't make me feel better because you should have drafted him at 10, like, period. And there's a reason why the Nuggets – the Nuggets traded with the Jazz, and they swapped my boy, what's his name, Trey Lyles, bro. It's Trey Lyles, bro. Come on, man. You could have had Donovan Mitchell. The biggest loser, though, the real talk, because the biggest loser was the Pistons. How on earth do you draft Luke Kennard? And honestly, on my final mock draft, if you guys go back, I had Malik Monk sliding. So the Kings being the Kings and me not trusting the organization, I said the Kings would draft Malik Monk because he was going to slip, which he did. I was right. But I would have drafted Mitchell over Monk at 10, and I was very adamant about that. You guys can go back and listen to all the podcasts, and it's all on paper. And that happened, right? Where Monk, I was like, oh my God, like they're gonna draft him, obviously, with the connect of De'Aaron Fox, like Monk, best friends, the backcourt, they're gonna have it here. But the huge argument was, oh, well, they got Bogey, they got Buddy, they got Malachi Richardson. And I was like, it doesn't matter. You're a bad team. You need the best player available. Always, the dog will come out of the pack. Whoever the dog is was going to come out, and that dog would have been Donovan Mitchell. I mean, this dude's a dog. He's going to be one of the best players in the NBA. So that was my train. Like, I knew how great defensively he was, and obviously he hasn't looked as great defensively because his role is to be their guy on offense. So he exerts so much energy. But Donovan Mitchell's a really good defender, like really good. And when I interviewed him during the draft process, when the Kings worked him out, he had a great workout. He worked out with Cam Oliver. I don't know if you guys remember that. And it was like, and Cam told me, obviously Cam went to Nevada. I went to Nevada. He's like, dude, the baller. People that I was talking to within the organization was like, he had a killer workout. And I was like, and then that's when I fell in love with this game. Like when I got to talk to him and seeing where his mindset was. Mitchell's mindset was, I take pride on defense. I don't care about scoring. I want to shut you down. He had like that Patrick Beverly type mindset. And I was like, man, like the Kings really need this. Like the Kings need a tough wing guard, like a like the guard from the Celtics, little bulldog. And Marcus Smart, and I was like, oh my gosh, just that's when I was sold. I was like, and I had watched so much film prior to the interview, and everything I saw was like, this dude's a stud. Like obviously, no one had him performing at this level. Like, I thought he was gonna be good, like a very good basketball, like a very good role player. And every team needs a Donovan Mitchell, even on his base. I was like, well, this dude's gonna be a good player, period. And anything you get after that is a plus, right? Obviously, this dude's trying to be a superstar. But again, the biggest losers to me are the Pistons, and it's funny because there are rumors. Obviously, it's so easy to say, "Oh, I was gonna draft them." Like, dude, have a real scouting department, bro. Like sometimes I question these dudes. Like, this is your job. Like, how do you not? And I'm not gonna say things I'm gonna regret it because I'm good friends with a lot of the people that are on the Kings. But my God, my gosh. And I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. Let me see what you guys are saying. I apologize, y'all. Oh, Snapples. You know what's funny? It says 2 missed calls, and I really, really apologize. Can you guys call the show once again? I'm telling you, the iPhones are the worst. I have it on loud, and you guys would have heard the call never came in. All it says is, "Oh, it's a missed call. Please call in." There's 2 people who actually called in. I appreciate you guys calling in. I'm calling right now. I'm gonna have this on my display. It was charging as well, so maybe that has something to do with it. He looked like a safe 3 and D guy. I realize it's early, but who do you think maybe on the trading block right now? Don't know. Long until Fox finds his jump shot like a Kemba or a Mike Conley. It may take 1 more year till he consistently finds it. His mechanics are fine. I think his mechanics are really good. What one NBA player would you try to trade for to add to this Kings team? Or the shot looking smooth, looking like a decent on defense. My boy needs minutes. He's gonna be a stud. 5 and 3. Could we trade for Bates, Diop? Who again? They had a chance to draft Kata Bates, Diop, and I was like, I felt sick that draft. Right, I was unhappy that they didn't draft Luka, and I was like, well, at least they'll get Bates. They sell the damn pick to pay Papa Jan's contract. Come on, man. Come on, yo. You got good insight. Glad I found this channel. Appreciate you, Don Mitchell. He answers your phone. Bro, I'm not getting no calls. Kings will be 6 and 3 after Atlanta. How do I get on that cowbell running Thanksgiving? Don't have an Instagram. Do you have a Facebook? Either message DM the Cowbell page, or if you find me on Facebook, do that, or on Twitter. If you have a Twitter, DM me, and definitely get on that, and I'll give you information, bro. I'll send you the link. I'll send you. It's $55, so appreciate you, Danny. Man, Buddy's been balling. What do you think about his play so far? Love it. Buddy Hield is, as I said, I thought he was going to be very improved. I said 16 to 18 points a game this year, 18 points so far, so I've been right on that. And obviously his numbers are going to go a little bit down when Bowie comes back, because Bowie's on average like 14 to 16 points, I think. And then you add Fox's points. I mean, the Kings are playing at such a high pace that they may all average 16 to 18 points, which would be very good for the team. If the Wizards blow up, oh my God. And I talked about this yesterday, right? Like with the Wizards guy, before I go on the Wizards, there's 67, 64 people watching. Hit that like button, y'all, man. Come on. Hit that like button right now, bro. Appreciate you guys. That Wizards team is a joke. They have so many internal issues. They're so easy to guard. There's two dudes, and they're both in the backcourt. One dude can't shoot. And as great as John Wall is, like, he's limited. And hopefully De'Aaron Fox develops and becomes better than John Wall in the future, because he's had enough time where I'm like, dude, you got to be a better shooter than that. And yeah, he has improved. But I hope Fox by next year becomes a good shooter. And that's what's going to separate, and especially in the West. Like, it's so hard to get into the All-Star game. But if Fox develops a jump shot, this dude's legit. In terms of the Wizards, I'm going after Troy Brown. You guys know I had Troy Brown in my top 10 prospects. I love Troy Brown. He'd come in here right away. Also, by NBA standards, South Korea, man. Spice. Hello, who is it?
Yo, Leo, this is Ed.
Oh, what's up, my man? How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up? Hey, isn't this awesome? Kings are winning finally.
Oh man, it's a great feeling, bro. It's almost unreal. It's like, wait, what team am I watching? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. I'm like, it's surreal still.
Man, I'm jumping up and down every time I'm watching the game, and I know the teams are not like the best in the league, but to see them winning is just a great thing to watch, yeah? And my question to you is, how can the Kings start fixing their problem towards the end of games and, kind of letting teams come back when they kind of grow a lead? Well, what do you think is it just because they're just so young?
That's it. That's just the truth, bro. I mean, you saw Coach Jaeger pull his hair out when I think they were up by 8, right? And he was like so mad, but it's like, I think that's just a teaching lesson. He pulled that off to Greg Popovich. Pop always being mad, even though they're up by 30. You're like, and then you just call a timeout. It was one of those moments, and it's definitely a teaching moment, just to hold these young guys accountable. And that's it, man. With experience, honestly, I thought, and I kind of said, and I said they would win both games. But I really thought they were going to be super close games. Like yesterday, for example, when they got up to that lead, I was like, okay, they're going to give up the lead, and Fox is going to do his heroics once again, like last year. They never gave up the lead. Like they never did, and I was just so impressed by that. And the same with tonight. They never looked back. It was I never once doubted they were not going to win the game.
Well, Fox looks like he's just driven. Like he looks like he's possessed at the end of the game, and he wants the ball. And you know what? I love it. I actually fucking love it.
Right.
And I love Nemanja. That guy has where did he come from? This player is just fucking awesome. Right. Why? Because he has high basketball IQ. He's like making the right play at the right time. And yes, that's what we wanted when if we could have drafted Luka, yeah, and that's what I expected if we got Luka, yeah.
Well, they could have been that much better with Luka. Awesome. Imagine Bogey, Luka, and Bogey, Luka, and Nemanja out there. I mean, you're talking about shooting skills, just Jason Williams type passes, and just. it just would have been beautiful. And even what's his name tweeted that out today, Bill Simmons. I mean, I can't justify them passing up on him, even though they've been so good this year, because that would have made them better. But again,
what were the Wolves thinking? What were the Wolves thinking? They just let him go.
Right. And they had Taj. They had so many guys where he was playing behind them, and like he just didn't fit with he just fits so well with this team because they play so up tempo, and he just uses his slow, unathletic, right? I'm saying this as a joke, first step, but he's so crafty. Yeah. He's so crafty and he's so smart that he gets by guys, right?
He's so heady on the floor. Wow.
Right.
I mean, some of those things, like he looks like he's going to take a three, he passes down to the Buddy Hield for the layup, or passes to, Willie Cauley-Stein down low. I mean, like, just some of the plays he makes are just like, oh, fuck yeah. Right. Oh, yes, finally, somebody that knows how to play the game.
And it's funny because someone just said, I see one problem with drafting Luka. He's more of a half-court type player, which is completely opposed to what the Kings are doing. That is the biggest joke of a comment I've seen in my life. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just lack of being educated on just a certain guy. I mean, Real Madrid was a high-octane offense, and that's where Luka's at his best, period. So he likes to run the floor. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and he was better with a point guard of,
exactly. Like Luka didn't play point guard until last year.
Just listen to Sam Vicini.
Right. He's awesome.
He's the one who was saying, like, hey, Luka, would have fit with the Kings. Like, he's the ideal pick for them. But, he was just so shocked they passed on him. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, the only reason why
it's like Lottie, what were you doing, Lottie? How did you fuck this up? You're like,
yeah, and again, the only reason why Luka was playing point was because their MVP point guard Sergio Llull was injured most of the year. Like Luka's always been a 2-3 guy, like playing professionally. That's what bugged me the most. He was like, "Well, they're gonna take the ball away from Fox." I'm like, "What are you talking about? They started a damn point guard next to Fox." Like they've started Yogi with him, and they play Mason, and they play point guards with De'Aaron Fox. Like it's the biggest joke ever. It just like fires me up. It's like, go ahead.
But I'll give credit to Lottie on some of these additions he made. I mean, like I was not happy passing on Luka, but I mean, getting Nemanja and then this Troy Williams kid.
Right.
Wow. I mean, those were some excellent decisions. And yes, Luka, he should have drafted Luka, but those additions he made and just what's happening with the team, and you can definitely see the development in Marvin Bagley and his athleticism on the floor. And hopefully Giles will come around and, gain some confidence. But, I'll give a pass for Giles because he's been out of the league for, basically 2 years. And
you have to give him a pass.
Competition for a while. Yeah. And I mean, like, and I don't think it's fair to say the guy should be like, coming out there and starting everything like that. No way. Like, just give him some time. Let him acclimate. He's going to be good. I mean, I see him coming on later in the season.
So would you send him to Stockton?
I would actually.
So would you send Justin would you send Justin and Harry, or just Justin?
I would send Justin Jackson and Harry, but I don't know. I mean, I see where Justin Jackson's defense plays a role in Dave Yeager's team concept. And you got to hand it to the Kings. They've been playing a lot better deep. I mean, their defense has greatly improved over the last 3 games or so. Yeah. So whatever they implemented, it's definitely showing, and it's really frustrating teams. And I'm also seeing opponents. They're breathing pretty fucking hard at the end of the third quarter. The Kings are definitely tiring them out. You can tell their hands on their knees. And I mean, what was Ross had even come out just for only like a 1 minute just to breathe. I mean,
I think honestly,
I think that was funny.
Right. I think their adjustment per se has been the fact that they've been able to keep their pace so high. So their best defense is their offense. Like, they tire teams out, and then teams try to play with them, and then they start missing shots. Like, that's been their success the past 3 games, honestly.
And you got Buddy, who's shooting lights out, and you got Nemanja, who's shooting very well too. And then you got some download scoring with Boy Collinstein, and even Nemanja down low too. And you get some other basket. Oh, and Fox is putting the pressure on constantly. Oh wow! All right, like I don't think any team really wants to play the Kings.
Right.
If they're going to keep on doing this, but I'm wondering what will be the keys of the game to play against the Bucks and the Raptors. And do you think just do the same thing you're doing now, or will you have to change any kind of concept? Just constantly attack.
I mean, they have to. They have all the legs, all the speed. Why not? I mean, just honestly, why not, man?
So just put the pressure and just constantly run.
You have to. That's the identity of the team. That's what we've all been harping for last year, right? Like, just run. And finally, Coach Yeager just gave up, and he was like, "I'm going to give up." Well, he hasn't necessarily given up on his terrible high post offense, because you see the team run that when they're in the half court, and I just hate it because it should it should be a free flowing offense, right? But he's taken a step forward, and he's accepted that they should run, and they have the fastest point guard in the league, and it just makes sense.
Yeah, I think he's accepted it, and I think last year was just kind of like, so they learn plays, and when the game does come down to like 5 seconds or something like that, that they know how to run a play, in a half-court set. Because it's going to come down to many games like that. If they're going to keep on playing like this, there's going to be some close games. And, like he was basically teaching them half-court sets last year, and then now he's just like, go. Go run, And you can hear him, go. He's just constantly yelling, go. So, I mean, like, hey, I like that. I mean, like, everything they're doing is, been surprisingly, and I just love it as a Kings fan. Yeah.
Right. And I think a guy who I'm super high on is Jonathan Isaac. He just didn't play well today, right? He only had 9 points. The Kings did a good job on him. Aaron Gordon he took 15 shots and he scored 18 points. So he wasn't very efficient. And Vujacic, who has been balling, only have 15 points. And, you have to credit the Kings bigs today. Kosta Koufos, Willie Cauley-Stein. And again, Kosta Koufos' interior defense is very good. And they
look discombobulated.
Right. They just did. They
don't have any chemistry. I'm not sure what their plan is, or what what's the goal? Like, how are they trying to just be a defensive team? What are they? Right. Are they just trying to slow down games? I mean, what's their strategy? I don't get it. I understand the Kings strategy, but I don't understand what their strategy is. I don't think they know.
Well, their identity is to play defense. Having that head coach, Steve Clifford, and then having the length that they have. With their length is insane. And I just think the pace of the Kings just caught him off guard today, honestly. I know before the game he was talking about how fast they are, right? And just props to the Kings, man. Just had a really good game. I think I personally love the talent on the Magic. I'm not going to say I was wrong about Mo Bamba, but he's been better than what I've expected him to be so far. So definitely that. And then when I look at all the bigs so far, I think Jaren Jackson's been the most impressive, at least in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, Jaren Jackson, to me, again, I had Luka and Jaren as my number 1 and 2 prospects overall. And I just think Jaren Jackson is going to be so damn good in this NBA.
But Marvin Bagley has impressed me.
No doubt. And he's impressed me too. And I've been happy with him.
At all.
Right. And I've been happy with him.
He seems to be getting better and better. And it sounds like his work ethic is there. And if he keeps this up, yeah, he's going to be a good player, and he's going to be a very good player.
Absolutely, bro.
So,
well, I appreciate you calling in, Ed.
Yeah, keep it up. Great work, Leo, and yeah, go Kings.
All right, my man. Take care. That was Ed, man. Awesome call. Always fun to talk to Ed. Again, guys, 62 people. Hit that like button, man. I would really appreciate it. Hit that dislike button as well if you really want to. I don't really care. Just hit that button. Appreciate you guys' support. Every time I hear post-game interviews with players saying they are having fun playing together, I start understanding why we traded DeMarcus Cousins. Like DeMarcus had a great relationship with the players. He'd buy them dinner all the time, stuff like that. But it's so difficult to play with a guy. I mean, just take, for example, even when you just play pickup basketball, a dude who jacks up every shot, doesn't get back on defense. Me as a competitor, I get pissed. And me as a fearless competitor, I get in dude's face and just start like, you better get your ass back on defense. Like, if you play with me, and I don't know if anyone of you guys have played with me, I'm actually a pretty good basketball player, and I hate guys who just jack up shots and don't get back on defense. Like, I'm busting my ass on defense for what? To like do that? Like, I take pride on playing defense, period. And aside from me being an elite passer, like I am a very good passer. I'm not making this up. Like, I'm a really good passer. I take pride on my defense, period. And I always take on the challenge of guarding whoever their best player is. And, I do get beat at times, but I take angles and I'm super smart and I get steals and I stay in front of dudes all the time and I use my strength. So that's where I get my basketball IQ, period. I mean, I see things on the court before they even develop. And it's kind of like, and then dudes, when they don't play at my speed, I make the mistakes, right? And it just sucks as a point guard. You're just like, dude, you should have, cut middle. You should have cut weak side. You should have set that screen, and it was an easy-ass pass. And just dudes just don't see the plays. Basketball is so easy, but yet dudes want to jack up three-point shots and be Steph Curry's. And I laugh because I'm like, none of you guys are Steph Curry. Like, none of you guys are good shooters. But that's a whole different story. Lottie murdered the New Orleans Boogie trade. Funny to look back at it. You should play the 3 for the Kings then. Nah, I'm not a small forward, bro. I'm a point guard. I'm Frank Mason's height. I'm not trying to take Fox. That dude is fast. That dude will blow by me every time. I mean, that's one of the dudes I'm like, I'm not guarding you, bro. You're gonna break my ankle, dude. Yeah, Troy did well today. Again, I've been high on Troy for like 2 years now. I just love his hustle, his athleticism. Good player to have, good backup to have for sure. Buddy Hield is shooting great with Boogie, part of the GMC. I remember the pick and draft, right? Marvin reminds me of the Terminator. The dude just keeps coming at you. This boxing reminds me of GGG. Just constantly pressure. When the skills catch up, he's going to be a menace. Leo, do you not like Marvin? I do like Marvin. I do. It's just my objective opinion coming into the draft. If you look back on all the videos and you just see my big board, I can tell you what my big board was. I had Luka Doncic 1, Jaren Jackson 2, Aiden 3. I had Miles Bridges. That was like my dark horse. He's played well this year, honestly, for that Hornets team. He is number 4. I had Wendell Carter Jr. as my number 5. Trey Young as my number 6, and I had Marvin Bagley as my number 7. So those are my top 7 guys. What is it? Looking better than JJJ. Bro, MB3 is not looking better than Jaren Jackson. You're crazy. Just stop. He's not looking better. Like, stop. He's not looking better. I like what Bart Bagley has done. Don't get me wrong, but he's not looking better than Jaren Jackson. Jaren's a better offensive player and obviously the better defender. Luka didn't want to play for the Kings. That's a lie. It's a lie, bro. I can confirm that. Trust me when I tell you it's a lie. Trust me when I tell you it's a lie. Why is that too low? Like, it's not. Again, it's certain skills. It's not like he's that much better. It's just, it's philosophy. What's my philosophy? What's your philosophy? If you love superb athleticism, you may have Bagley top 3. If you don't value that as much, like I don't, I value defense, awareness, IQ. Jaren Jackson fit all those things. So that's why I had him so high. And I was like, man, if this dude adds offensive game, not only is Jaren Jackson going to be a defensive player of the year candidate, probably starting the year 3 every year for the rest of his career. You add an offense to that game, it's kind of like, wow, right? It's going to be a wowzer. And he's been actually really good on offense. I'm not going to lie. Yes, he has. Whatever, bro. I'm not going to argue about that. Jackson plays more minutes. He's supposed to have better stats. He's just a better player right now, period. I don't care about the stats. I just look at them as players. I see what you're saying. Where do you usually play? I play sometimes downtown next to our office, across next to the arena, or I'll play on Hurley. I'll play on Hurley. So I don't know if you guys know where I'm sure you know where Hurley is at. The gym's not the best. The Hurley gym's not the best. Downtown gym's awesome, but the Hurley gym not the best. That's where I'm usually at. But yeah. Who, in your opinion, was the best athlete in the draft? Miles Bridges. If we don't sign Willie Cauley-Stein after this year, Bagley will get more minutes next year. I'm not really looking at that right now. You don't think Miles Bridges is more athletic? Do you know who Miles Bridges is? Like, Miles Bridges is a freak. I'm not saying he's that much more athletic. Like, again, like, athleticism is so subjective. Bagley probably has a better second jump, but on pure force, off of 2 legs, Miles Bridges is the higher jumper. Like, there is no debate whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. No debate. You are crazy. This dude's a crazy athlete. Honestly, bro, Boss of Productions, I haven't even seen Zebo. I told you guys I was going to ask, and I just keep forgetting to ask about. I don't know where Zebo's at. Last time I saw Zebo, I'm not going to say where, but I saw him somewhere. I saw him somewhere. It's my boy, so I'm not going to say it. But I haven't seen him on the floor or even on the bench. Maybe even scout. Zebo teached Willie how to bang down low. Again, man, 55 people. Let's get the likes up. Stop playing, y'all. So weird he doesn't even come out to the games. Be stupid not to resign Willie Cauley-Stein. I only see Zebo in commercials. LOL. Scout gotta go. Why does Scout gotta go? Why did he bother you so much, bro? I mean, this team needs depth, right? You need bodies. And, at some point in time, you're going to need a shooting, right? If someone goes down, I'm confident Scout shooting the 3-point shot. Like, I'm okay with that. I'll like it when you put some respect on Bagley's name. I'm respecting him. I like him. Like, I genuinely like Bagley a lot. And I've been impressed with his defense has been slightly better. He still gets lost. He gets lost a lot. He gets beat a lot, but he tends to recover, which is a great positive. And again, man, he's a rookie. He's only going to get better. I get why people are so excited about him. But again, it's all philosophies. It's all subjective at the end of the day. And we're going to see in 3 years who was ultimately correct, right? I mean, that's where the credibility stands out. That's where you know where the insight came from, how you see, how you judge certain players. I've been very adamant and I've been very clear on how I judge basketball players. You cannot hate on Luka Doncic when you praise Pneumonia, when you praise Belitza, when you praise Bogdanovich, when you praise my boy from the Jazz, dude looks like a teacher. Like, you can't praise these players and then come back and say, well, Luka's not good or Luka's this, Luka's that. And it's like, Luka's better than all those players, and he's going to be better than all those players because he has a little bit of all these players. And on top of that, you add his fearlessness as a competitor. They call him the Wonder Boy, but this dude is like legitimately a supreme competitor. So just don't. I mean, the hate, whatever, dude. I mean, I really don't care. My eyes see something else. My eyes see dudes averaging 20 points a game. The Mavericks have been competitive. They've lost some really tough games. And again, the Rockets are not playing well. The Lakers have lost so many games. That's not going to continue because they're going to be very good. The other team, the Thunder, are going to be very good. I get it. Kings fans are excited right now. They're 5-3, haven't been 5-3 since 2014. But will this continue? I don't think it will. Again, I don't think it will. I hope I'm wrong. Like, again, I am jumping up and down and I'm super ecstatic, just like you guys are, maybe even more. But my objectiveness to this team, to what I know, to the youth of this team, it's an 82-game season. It's such a long season. Injuries happen all the time. The team has no depth. Like, the Kings have zero depth. And it's only like, I just hate to say it like that, but it's like, until they prove otherwise, until they beat like the Bucks, the Raptors, like legit teams. The most legit team's been obviously the Heat, right? A very well coached team. The Magic not going to make the playoffs. The Wizards not going to make the playoffs. The Grizzlies not going to make the playoffs. So that's where I'm coming from. Again, it doesn't mean I'm not excited. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be excited because, damn, I mean, the Kings have been 5-3 since 2014. So definitely enjoy what you can right now. We got 3 minutes to the hour. I think Mally would have been better fit. I think Mally was the right. I kept telling you guys, like, they should keep Mally instead of JJ. But right, it's crazy how 3 players averaging 17 plus points and Zio was 4 exactly. Yeah, I mean, again, at this point, it's like, I want to be wrong about Luka and I want to be wrong about Bagley. Like, I want Bagley as a number 2 pick to be a superstar in this league. Like, I really, really want that, and I really want to be wrong, guys. Like, I really do. Like, I really do. I would take the bullet if he became a superstar, because if he became a superstar, that means the Kings are going to be good, period. Because I know Fox is going to be a superstar. If he became a superstar, it's like, okay, you got 2 stars now, like legit stars. That probably means you're going to have a good basketball team, right? That's usually how it goes. So I hope I'm wrong, but I'm usually not wrong on these things. Like, it's rare when I'm wrong, and I have been wrong, but it's just rare when I'm wrong because I understand this game so well. Like, tweet to you, Twitter wouldn't let me send DM. I'm down to join the Cowbell running team. Keep me posted. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Danny. I'll hit you up right after the stream, brother. You think the Kings should sign Troy Williams for the best year trade? I think with our pace, we might get 200 points to Kings or Golden State. That's crazy. I'm a smiling man. Who do you think we could get in the play for small forward? Luka, Bell, and Bogi on the same team. That would be crazy. Oh, my God. Stop teasing me, bro. What's the Cowbell running team? Again, you can either DM me on Instagram. So pretty much I need a team of 12 to run the marathon on Thanksgiving. It's the annual 30,000 people marathon 3 miles or 6 miles, depending on what you want to do. It's $55 to enter. The money goes to Feed to Run the Hungry, so it's a great cause as well, and it's going to be a big day. I don't want to spoil it for it, but it's going to be a big day. So usually, if you want to join me, again, DM me, tweet at me right now, and I'll get you the link. Would love for you guys to be out there, man. Really appreciate the support. But yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you guys so much. You can use the code COWBELL to get $20 off your purchase. I want to see you guys there. Say what's up at halftime or during the game. It doesn't matter. You can come at any point. I sit in section 105. If I'm not in section 105, I'm on the floor taking pictures, taking video for you guys. I've been lacking on the whole vlogs. I got a Trae Young vlog. I already have my script ready. Just got to do and edit it. And then I have a Jaren Jackson vlog coming up as well. I got Jaren Jackson and I got Trae Young coming up. So I have a bunch of footage from Las Vegas still. And Jaren Jackson, I have a bunch of footage that he just played in Sacramento. I got that coming up in terms of projects. So much stuff going on, man, in my head, you know. And I don't want to spoil it, but I already told you guys on, I think, the last post-game show that I want to propose very soon to my girlfriend. So love to tell you the day and details, but definitely it's gonna happen soon. You know, I already got the ring, got a big ass ring, like a big diamond bling bling shit that I would wear. So I was like, man, I gotta spoil. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys. The stuff, man, you're doing to get Thursday after the game. Hopefully, I'll try my best. If I don't do it, I'm gonna do it before. So yeah, she does know about my Luka crush, and she gets upset too. She's like, "Man, we should have drafted Luka," and I'm like, "You didn't even know about basketball, and you even know that." But for real, man, thank you guys so much for all the support. Appreciate you guys so much. Peace. Again, if you guys want to join the team, DM me, tweet at me, whatever. You can contact me on all avenues. Appreciate you guys. I'll send you guys a link. See you guys on the next one. Hit that like button, man.